Yeah, I mean, I think it's just been, quite frankly, like how I've gone about my process since the moment I've gotten the league and the guys that I've kind of attached to. And I've been really lucky with people that I've been around and the pros that I've been around. I think having a guy like Jimmy Graham was huge for me early in my career. And, you learn from other older guys who have done some good things, whether it's a guy like Nick Foles or Andy Dalton who have played a long time, and guys like Jason Peters who was with an organization for a very long time. And now I get to be with a guy like Mercedes Lewis, and you kind of just take bits and pieces of their processes that have worked for them over the course of the year. And truly, I go in every week, and it's just trying to get better and better every day. And I take a lot of pride in having a goal for a day, whether that be in OTAs or in camp, and improving a skill, and just kind of stacking days. And it's never going to be a straight path upward towards where you want to go, and there's going to be ups and downs as you go throughout this thing. But as long as you can look back and see that the arrow is always kind of pointing up at the end of the week, at the end of the day, or at the end of the year, I always knew I was going to be in a good spot. I know I got plenty of talent and plenty of ability. It's just about continuing putting the work and staying on course, and I think I've done that so far.
Cole, it's pretty widely accepted that it takes tight ends like a year or two in the NFL to really catch on. I think that's part of what kind of makes what Sam Laporta's doing this year so impressive, because he's made such a big impact. But since you went through that, like, can you explain to people what's so tough about playing your position as a rookie? Because I know some of these answers, but I feel like you can explain it pretty well, just all the responsibilities and really what goes into that development, on why it takes a couple of years.
Yeah, well, I think first off, it starts with the mental side. And not only do you have to be able to take in a whole offense, and you have to understand protections, route schemes, defensive looks, run blocking schemes. You have to understand all that. You can't just be, this is my route. You have to know why you're running the route and how it looks for different coverages, and you have to be able to recognize that on the run. And that takes a lot of just reps and being able on the field and doing those things. You got to understand protections. Why the line's sliding over here? Why are they sliding over here? What's the reasoning? Why is the quarterback canning this play? And when you're able to understand the why behind those plays, as to quarterback's canning this play to a run because of a box issue, because of this or that. You're able to play faster, and it helps you play do your job much better. And so there's a lot of the mental side. I think physically, you come into the league, and all of a sudden now you're in a 3-point stance. You're asked to block a 285 pound defensive end who runs 4.5 and is these are the freaks of the freaks that you got to block, and then you got to go out on a pattern and run around against the safety who's running 4.4 or whatever it may be, and you got to be technical with your routes. So there's just so much that goes into it. And then I think, quite frankly, honestly, situation too. You got to having continuity with an offense with a quarterback's a big deal, and getting on the same page in that regard. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, and but at the end of the day, I've always just taken it on myself to improve each and every week and find things that I can get better at each and every day of practice.
We all silly like the mayor.